Gift, where are you coming from?
I went to see a friend.
Does that friend of yours happen to be a girl?
Dad.
That's the only kind of friend boys sneak out to meet.
I'm not a boy. I'm 15.
That does not make you a man. You'll become a man when you are old enough to afford your own place. And to take responsibility for whatever choice you make, including the possible outcome of your secret relationship with this mystery friend of yours.
Why do you insist it's a girl I go out to meet every time?
How do you think she'll feel knowing the one person she'd take a bullet for is denying her existence to his dad? This is what I mean about being a man. It's all about taking responsibility for your actions. It's about owning up to your dad about having a girlfriend regardless of what's going to happen afterward. It's about being courageous too.
Okay, fine. I'm seeing someone. I didn't think you'd approve of it.
I don't approve of it. You're only 15.
Dad, I love her and she loves me. This was meant to be a secret, but whatever, I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm getting married. Soon.
Do you even know what love is? I thought I did when I met your mom. Love is more than just a feeling.
I won't let you ruin what we share.
I think it's time I told you the truth.
Don't talk to me about love. Especially when you have never experienced it yourself. And don't try to make Mom the villain. In fact, I wish it was you that died. Maybe then I would have the freedom I deserve.
If you would give me some of your time without yelling or talking back or doing any of that nonsense you started doing when you entered into teenagehood, I promise to tell you the whole truth.
Just so you know, I'm only listening because it's Mom you want to talk about. It's not because you told me to.
It started with...
Hi, Mr. Gerald.
Hello, Cinderella. How may I help you? We have every type of phone and phone accessories you can think of.
I don't have to want to buy a phone in order to visit my fiancé.
Sure you don't. So what brings you here?
I just wanted to remind you that our meeting with Miss Thompson is at 4 p.m. You weren't picking my calls.
Are we still going through with this? But we talked about it already.
Gerald, it's Miss Thompson or no wedding.
What's so special about her aside from the exorbitant fee she charges her clients?
She planned Dan and Cynthia's wedding. Didn't you like it?
This confirms she's way out of our league. Should I tell you exactly how much Cynthia and Dan spent on their wedding?
Calm down. She does low-budget weddings too. I already talked to her about it. All I want now is for you to make yourself available by 4 p.m.
Can't we do it another time? It's quite a busy day for me today. That's why I wasn't picking my calls.
Gerald, no, it can't wait. You're the reason we've been postponing this meeting for weeks. You should be grateful Miss Thompson agreed to do this with us.
All right, see you at 4 p.m.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Miss Kiki Thompson, for joining us.
Hello, Mr. Gerald and Miss Grace. Thanks for having me. I understand both of you want to keep your budget small, right?
Yes. Very, very small.
Gerald.
It's okay. It's fine. We can work with your budget. So, how many guests are you expecting at your reception and the church?
We're not doing anything at the church. We could get a priest to officiate the wedding at the event center, but nothing is happening at the church.
Okay, that's fine.
How about what I think about not having a church wedding?
Babe, not here. I'll tell you why when we get home.
Okay then.
Okay, church wedding striked. So, do you plan on having a little bride and a little groom at your wedding?
I haven't thought about it. Gerald, have you?
Nope.
I know it's kind of old school to have a little bride and groom, but I think it's beautiful. Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. Gerald, you?
I don't have a problem with that.
All right, little bride and groom checked. What theme would you like for your wedding? Any ideas?
I would like a beach wedding. I think it would be fun since Grace wouldn't have the wedding in a church.
I don't think either of those two falls within your budget.
And why should a beach wedding be expensive? It's just water and sand.
Ms. Thompson, can you please give us an idea within our means?
Well, I would suggest a garden wedding, considering your budget. What do you say?
I'm sorry, but I have to go now. Something very important came up at work. Can we continue this another day?
Oh my God.
It's okay, we can reschedule. However, I'm going to be busy throughout this week. I'll let you know when I'm free.
You're good. Bye, ladies.
Thanks for your time, Ms. Thompson. That was a disaster.
Babe, the call was urgent. Believe me.
It's not just that. Start talking.
I'm not the one bringing up suggestions out of the blue. I mean, why can't we have a church wedding? Every bride wants a church wedding.
Why should we? We don't even go to church.
Your role model Cynthia and Dan don't go to church, yet they had a church wedding.
We're not Cynthia and Dan.
Now you're going down this route because it's something you don't agree with. Why didn't you think of that when you insisted on having the same wedding planner as theirs? I may not be a church buddy, but I'm from a religious home. A church wedding would totally make their day. In fact, it would make their year. Especially my mom.
Gerald, I don't want a church wedding because I have really bad memories with church folks in the past. Going back to the church would only stir up those memories. Weddings should be the best day of one's life. I don't want it ruined. Please do this for me.
Okay. But on one condition, we're not moving. My whole life revolves around here.
You can ask for something else, Gerald, not this one.
If it's about your new job, you can get another one that's even better here. We just need to keep searching.
You know what? Let's have a church wedding.
Okay. But can you reconsider not moving?
Not a word, Gerald. Just texting to remind you of today's meeting with Ms. Thompson.
There won't be a need for a meeting with Miss Thompson today or any other day because there would be no wedding.
I know you can be funny sometimes, but you shouldn't joke about serious matters like our wedding.
I've never been this serious all my life.
You're calling off the wedding?
Yes, I am. We are not yet a couple, and we can't agree on anything. What happens when we finally get married?
Gerald, we made it work in 2 years of dating. Why would you let the stress of preparing for a wedding tear us apart?
I think weddings are a test of compatibility. Until now, we have lived independent lives without needing the approval of one another when making big decisions. This is the first time we are making decisions that is dependent on each other, and we have successfully managed to do everything wrong.
That's because it's our first time. We'll get the hang of it.
I don't think so.
Having a wedding is a childhood dream of mine. However, if it's your reason for feeling this way, we can just elope. What do you say?
We can run away from the wedding, but we can't run away from ourselves. The two of us can't work together. We like different things, obviously. If we run away from our wedding to avoid conflict, there would be a ton of them when we are married. Are we gonna run away from those too? I'd rather walk away now than do it later in the marriage when half of my possession would be stripped away from me.
Usually the bride develops cold feet. But I think right now, the groom is. It will go away, Gerald. You'll be fine.
This is the end of the road for us, Grace. You can move to your dream location to work your dream job. I don't care anymore.
You are crazy to think I'm getting married to you for your money. It's obvious you never loved me, because if you did you would trust me. You know what? I'm leaving you and this depressing town for good. You're too weak for my strong personality anyway. I'm glad you bailed out now than having you do it when kids are involved. Good riddance.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone.
What do you want?
Baby, I'm sorry. I really am.
What exactly are you sorry for? I want to hear it.
Okay, I'm sorry for all the things I said to you the other day. I don't think you're after my money. And I believe we can reach a compromise that will favor both of us. Just like you said the other day. It's our first time. Subsequent decision-making would get better.
You're lucky, I really love you.
And I love you very much. Are we cool now?
Sure.
Thank you, darling. You won't regret this.
You did what?
Yes, man, I apologized. And she took me back.
She was in the wrong.
How was she wrong?
She wants you to move to her city of choice, decide who will plan your wedding, and even demand you buy a car before accepting your proposal. Should I keep counting them?
Look. She and I have reached consensus. She decided we could stay back if she was able to get a job offer here before the wedding. That's like 3 months of grace. She'd definitely get a good paying job within that time, especially considering her qualifications. And as for the car, it's for our own good. Once we settle down and start having babies, we're going to need it.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
Look, it might seem like she's too bossy from afar. However, now I've come to realize she's just a vision-oriented person. She's not as evil as you think.
So the wedding is still holding, right?
Definitely. And you're still the groomsman. So you better channel your energy into looking your best for my big day instead of trying to get me to call off the wedding like you did the first time.
All right. Are you still going with Tom Ford?
I saw a pair of Valentino lace-up shoes somewhere on the internet the other day. It instantly captured my eyes. I think I'll go for that instead.
This is the third time you're changing your mind about the shoe to wear. I'll not be surprised if you show up barefooted at your wedding because you could not decide what shoe to wear.
Yeah.
We were not able to get her a job before the wedding. She called off the wedding just a week before the big day and left without any remorse. I became so depressed I could not leave my house for a month. It took the help of a therapist to help me get back on my feet again. And just when I thought things could not get any more complicated, your mom showed up at my place of work 6 months later with you in her hands. She gave me two options, which were to take a 1-month-old baby with a note to give you saying she's dead when you're old enough, or put you up for adoption. I didn't even know she was pregnant. I wasn't ready to be a dad. However, I chose to keep you.
Why didn't you remarry?
I had a woman I fell in love with after your mom. We were even engaged and preparing to marry. I was indeed very desperate to settle down. But she was really mean to you whenever you were alone with her. Every time I returned, I saw bruises on your body but got assurance from her that it was because you were a hyperactive child learning to walk. However, if there's anything I learned from being with your mom, it is to never take for granted whatever happens before the wedding. So I hid a CCTV camera and found the whole truth. She was hitting you. I ended things with her immediately and have never trusted anyone enough to give them my heart or my child.
You've been through a lot. I'm sorry for being very disrespectful to you and making your life even more difficult. Please forgive me.
It's all right.
What Mom did is unforgivable. I hate her.
Hey, don't say that. It happened a long time ago. Besides, you should be grateful she did not abort the pregnancy. You would not be here today taking advice from a boring old man like me. So, can I meet her?
Meet who?
Who else? Your girlfriend.
So you'll end my relationship by trying to fix her like all my friends' dad did?
I believe it is the other way around. Dads are more interested fixing their daughter's boyfriend. What's her name? You should bring her home someday.
I'll think about it.